Oh, good right hand from AJ. Good left hook. Good uppercut. Oh, and Ruiz down. AJ landed a brutal combination. Landed the uppercut in there, left hook, right hand, everything. But the kitchen sink, it seems, as Andy is up.
Him, Joshua. Let's see you jump on this guy now.
There we go.
If he's able to get this early stoppage, he has 2 full minutes to work in this third round. Good right hand. Uppercut again lands.
When AJ has somebody hurt, he does not waste any punches.
Ruiz trying to throw it back. Oh, AJ's wobbled. AJ's hurt. AJ's down. AJ got knocked down.
Oh my goodness.
Woohoo! Oh, we have a fight here.
You cannot just trade with someone like that.
Let's go. AJ's back to his feet.
Gonna go down again, I'm telling you.
AJ is wobbled.
Gonna be beat. Oh my God.
Who's already out here saying, "Oh man, he's done."
By the fucking kid from Up. Oh my God.
Yes. A minute left. AJ still seems stunned.
AJ is staggered for sure.
And Ruiz is a tough son of a bitch, man. He put him down with a hellish combination. And he got up and went to fucking war with AJ. I loved it. Both guys trading shots. Ruiz coming hard with a combination, landing a lot of clean shots.
Hashtag pause.
I know. Thank you. Thank you.
Just get. Oh my God. Joshua's all over the place, man.
I almost self-paused there.
I'm telling you, like
AJ's hurt, man. Bad. Oh.
Oh man.
Both guys throwing shots on the break. About 30 seconds left.
Breathing hard, guys. Breathing hard.
He emptied the tank again. I don't know why I told him he should go for it.
I don't know why I told him. Why did you tell him that, Rob? Why?
Listen to me, AJ. Get back behind the jab, you dumb.
Man, the Wilder fans are going to have a fucking field day.
Left hook, right hand. And then Andy Ruiz lands a brutal combination.
He's trying to upset Joshua, I'm telling you.
Wow. Andy knocked him down again. AJ is down.
Fucking Ruiz is going to win this fight, boys.
I think he expelled a lot of energy in that round. I think both did.
Oh, good left hook from Joshua. But Andy
Andy dropped it.
Oh my God.
Put it on him, man. It's going to be over this round. It's going to be over this round. Joshua is shit.
Relax.
Yo, Rob's gonna like unfriend you on Facebook if you keep this up, Phil. AJ down again. He got back up, but damn, he is hurt.
Oh my goodness.
Ruiz, this is your moment, man. 2 minutes left again. Let's see what you guys can do. AJ landing a combination. Maybe hurts Ruiz, but Ruiz coming back.
Oh, he's getting hit again.
AJ
down again.
Down twice in the 7th. What is going on? I don't even know what's happening. This is...
I'm telling you guys, AJ's made too much money. He's going to retire. This is embarrassing.
This is embarrassing.
Joshua.
With the hot takes.
He's waved it off.
What?
Oh, my fucking word.
Andy Ruiz, the first heavyweight Mexican whatever of
champion.
The world.
Joshua just got wrecked.
And the new unified heavyweight champion of the world, Andy Ruiz. And guess what? PBC now has all the fucking heavyweight belts.
Fuck that shit. Fuck boxing. Fuck boxing.
Oh my God.
There's a rematch.
There's obviously a rematch.
Nah, man.
There's a rematch clause. Guaranteed.
Calm down there, PBC Stan.
Wow. PBC has all the heavyweight belts, guys. Matchroom, fanboys out there, do not go on any rooftops right now. Okay, there are people that love you and care for you. Don't have those thoughts, okay? It's okay.
Shout out to Manny Robles. Shout out to Manny Robles, Matt's worst trainer in boxing.
He is the worst. No, sorry, second worst trainer in boxing. Second
is
worst.
Joshua the most hyped boxer ever? Oh my God.
You mean overhyped or hyped?
Overhyped.
Okay.
Overhyped. The most overhyped. Holy shit, he just got beat by Andrew Ruiz. A replacement fucking challenger. Like,
I want smoke.
oh my God.
Okay, Zulu.
I think that's a little bit of a stretch, Fu, but okay.
A fucking late replacement.
What a very good one, it seems. But yeah. What's up?
Call in 323.
Please call in and shit on Joshua right now.
870-4051. International callers, all of our UK listeners. I know you guys aren't in the best of moods, but please call in. I want you guys' opinion about this as well, because obviously Fu has a very harsh opinion. Rob is obviously not of that opinion. I'm more in the middle.
Whoa. What a combination for that. I think
the first knockdown. I think it was the first one, the 7th. Yeah, that was insane.
Oh my God!
It was like a 15-punch combination.
1, 2, 3, 4.
But call in 323-870-4051. Skype Mixed Combat Radio. I want everyone's opinions about this. Wow. Talk about the upset of the year easily right now. Like it's gonna take a lot to beat this, in my opinion.
Yo, is that like Buster Douglas or whatever? What were the odds?
No, that one was like 100 to fucking 1 or something like that. That was some insane odd.
Ruiz here was, I think, 12-1 to win the fight.
Yeah. It wasn't anywhere close to Buster Douglas odds.
No.
Wow. Let's go to callers, though. Let's go out to Santiago first because he's been on the line the whole time. Of course, our unofficial scorer on MCR. Santiago, who I think is out there still in New York City, obviously. Santi, how you doing, man?
I feel good, man. I gotta wonder how must Big Country feel right now to see his brother win and become the unified heavyweight champion of the world, beating a fucking bodybuilder. Dude, I feel fucking good. I might just go get drunk tonight.
Well, stay safe out there in them streets. Rematch. Are you interested in the instant rematch? Do you think AJ can go back to the drawing board and figure out a way to beat Andy Ruiz?
I think he could. I definitely think, like, looking at it, he probably thought he's shorter than me. He's got a much shorter reach than me. He's probably not going to be able to really reach me. And the moment that he saw that Andy could cut the ring down, work that straight right to the body, and just close the gap and take advantage of the fact that in close his reach was his biggest liability, he's got to go back to the drawing board and really assess, like, what did he really look at when he decided to have Andy Ruiz be his replacement for Gerald Miller, because I definitely don't think Gerald Miller would have done it. I think Gerald Miller was tailor-made for Anthony Joshua. Big, wide guy, easy to hit punches. Andy's a big guy, but he figured out how to fight the short man's fight and took advantage of that. Definitely think he's going to have to go back, see what he did wrong, and try to work on a lot of the deficiencies that he will have against guys that are as short as Andy.
I agree, Santi. Anything else, man? Wow. Oh,
nah, man,
quickly, hold on, Santi.
In the line.
Thoughts on PBC having a hostile takeover of the heavyweight division's title landscape right now?
Dude, they're probably looking at Andy Ruiz was like, dude, honestly, we thought we were probably catching this son of a bitch out. He just fucking netted us something we could never have imagined right now. Andy's going to be good. Fuck, Mexico, Cali. Oh, you better believe those countries and that state is going to get drunk.
Wilder Ruiz in LA is going to be insane when it happens.
He better get a 50-50 split. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I love it. I love it, Fu. Santi, anything else, man?
No, that's it, man. If anything, let me read you guys the scorecards that you guys had when the fights were stopped. Rob, you had it 57-57. Matt, you had it 58-55 for Ruiz. Fu, you had it 58-55 for Ruiz. I had it 60-54 for Ruiz.
Thank you, Santi.
I had it a draw. I didn't even think I scored the last when it all went crazy with knockdowns. I don't even know what I was giving, but okay.
Fanboy over here, obviously. I mean, just
even give a score.
Anyways, let's go back to Zulu, who obviously is hyped probably as hell right now. I would assume Zulu's out there partying right now. Zulu.
Very quick. I'm
yo,
gonna listen to the Ruiz interview.
family, everybody in the champ, in the chat. Hey, got to give it to Ruiz and the new. But listen, Anthony Joshua, I'm very, very disappointed. I'm disappointed in him. He didn't show anything tonight, and you guys got to be honest now. We understand Ruiz is a good fighter, but he didn't show he was a champion at all tonight. I mean. His
no
conditioning
heart,
didn't. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Wait, Ruiz or AJ?
AJ.
No, AJ. I'm talking about.
Oh, I thought you said Ruiz.
No heart.
Okay.
Yeah, AJ didn't show nothing tonight as far as being a champion. Ruiz went in there. He was able to overcome the task. He wasn't intimidated by the lights. He wasn't intimidated by the man, and he took it to AJ, man. But I'm just surprised that AJ just crumbled the way he did. I mean, I don't think he even fought. He didn't use none of his height. He didn't use anything.
He tried.
And you think so? I mean, he tried, but I mean,
I'll put it this way. I think, and I think you're a victim of this, Zulu, specifically, because I remember your calls leading up to this. I think a lot of people underrated Andy Ruiz.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty clear that he could give AJ troubles. We thought AJ could just muscle through it in a sense. Right. That he was better at it, right? We thought he was better at what Andy does. But Andy is a scrappy fucking Mexican heavyweight.
Scrappy, right.
And sometimes that matters more than talent or skill. Look at the Katie Taylor fight earlier today, right? Obviously, one fighter is a better athlete and boxer, but sometimes it doesn't matter. Sometimes who's the scrappier person in the ring matters more than anything. And Andy's had that throughout his career.
Made out of this.
Yes.
When you get into a fight like this. And that's what I'm saying. It's kind of exposed to AJ for what he's not really. He doesn't have enough dog in him. Seem like to bite down on the gum shield and just stand his ground and pound it out. It just seemed like I don't know, man. I'm disappointed in his performance, but I got to give a salute to Andy Ruiz, man. Andy Ruiz went there and handled his business. I only had AJ winning 2 rounds. I mean, really? Other than that, Ruiz was taking it to him the whole time. He kept him uncomfortable. He kept him not able to think. I would have thought that, he wasn't able to clinch like he wanted to, and or none of that stuff seemed like it, man. So, shout out once again. But I do not see. There's no way AJ would be Wilder, man. It's just no way. I've always felt that because he's there to get hit.
Quickly,
this guy that's small can hit you.
I agree. I agree with you. But quickly, AJ coming in during the post fight of Andy and giving him a lot of respect, telling his fans, don't boo this guy, all that stuff, and also said, "I'll see you again soon." Handled it like a champ, so I do like that. I mean, that's one thing that AJ's always done quite well is handle himself in the public limelight.
Where's the Nefarious Rob? Nefarious Rob there?
He's done.
Yeah, man. I was just going to say, Mannix tried to interview Joshua, and he said, no. Catch me later. It's his moment, and said just So
right.
Hey, I got a question for you guys. Do you think there's any possibility that Joshua just retires from boxing
after that performance, fool? To be honest, if he doesn't go and try to fix some things, because if you remember up to the call, I know Matt and Rob probably remember. I always said that if Joshua did lose this, it wasn't that he was just that bad. It's just that he had a problem with that style. Remember me saying that? He had a problem with the short guy.
Yep.
That know how to close the distance. He has a problem with that.
Yep.
And to me, the greatest fighters learn, they adjust. And if they have a rematch, which I'm pretty sure they got a clause in there, we're going to see if he can adjust to that. Because it's just like Ali and Frazier, If Ali adjusted to Frazier's style, Frazier being the shorter man, knowing how to close the distance and things like that, and beat Ali. But Ali adjusted to the style and came back and was able to beat him. And they had a trilogy and all that kind of thing. But the way he got whipped tonight, man, it's kind of like he's not used to that. And I think psychologically, see, one thing about fighting is that it's not all physical. That's why the muscles and all that don't mean a whole lot. But when you're mentally tough, like Andy Ruiz is mentally tough. When you meet a guy like Andy Ruiz that's mentally tough, if you can't go there to that place with him, you're going to lose.
Yeah, like shout out to always being picked last in kickball in school. That fucking breeds some mental toughness.
Right.
Look at that, man. Now you're a champ.
That's it, man. It's a mental game. And more people think it's more of a physical game, but it's mental. A degree of it, you can only get so far on your physicality. But Andy Ruiz, kind of the smile he had, and I was kind of like, man, he just don't look like he up to the task. He knew in himself what none of us knew. We seen him fight before and everything. I've seen him fight, but he came tonight. Mm-hmm. He came tonight. I've never seen him get to an opponent that good. I mean, he made him look like a Class B fighter. Do you agree?
I don't necessarily agree with that. I do think part of it is that the second AJ was caught and hurt, there is a separate fight there. You know what I mean? Like the first 3 rounds were one fight, and then that 3rd or 4th round happened, and everything changed after that.
Yeah. Once he got hurt, yeah.
Yeah, I think he got gassed out at that point. I think a lot of bad things happened. I think AJ is also young enough, being 29 years old, that he has plenty of time to rebound and figure that out. But I do think you're right, Zulu, that it's clear now that the short, sort of stocky boxer that can rough you up does give him issues.
He can't do nothing with that.
It does give him issues. So he needs to address that in camp and figure out how to deal with that. But last question I want to go to ask you, Zulu, then we'll go to other callers.
Yes, sir.
Thoughts on PBC having the hostile takeover of the heavyweight division, now having all the heavyweight belts?
Let me tell you, man, it's going to be, because all the belts are over there now. All the belts are there. All the fights, the big fights are there now, unless there's a rematch and Joshua can win it again. Yes. But Joshua's going to have to. This is not going to be, because I've seen the trend of this with shorter fighters, and we talked about this on one of your shows about how he has problem with these guys, you know, and it's no way in the world as a professional you should not be exhausted in 3 rounds as a professional. Come on now. That has 3 belts.
And a champion.
Real quick, guys.
I'm saying they had 3 belts. You got 3 belts. You're telling me you're basing everything on how quickly you made champion, how you want to fight the best, and you are tired in 3 rounds. There's no way you've never seen Wilder tired. You've never seen him exhausted like that. And another thing, when he gets hurt, he loses mental focus. Like Wilder got hurt. I'm just going to use the comparison. Wilder got hurt against Ortiz and was still able to come back out of that and do what he needs to do. It seems like when AJ got hurt, he mentally was gone. I mean, he was physically gone. He's dealing with fatigue. Like I tell you, fatigue is something you got to be able to mentally deal with that and getting his ass whipped. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know, man, but we'll see what goes on with it. Salute to everybody. I know you got other callers. Move on. Go ahead on to the other callers, man. But once again, great job, fellas.
Thank you, Zulu, for the call. Always appreciate it. I know you're going to be out there popping champagne bottles right now, popping the rosé. You know,
hey, real quick, Eddie Hearn said rematch in the UK November or December of this year.
Yeah, of course. Let's go out to good friend of the show who hasn't, I think, that's probably making his caller debut here. Old friend, Jay from Orlando. Jay, what up?
Yo, Jay.
What's going on, family? I called in here. I called in here twice before. I've been
That's right.
Twice before, but it was real short.
Yeah,
it was real short. It was back when you were doing double duty.
Yeah. You ducking this work, Jay. I see it.
Yeah.
I want smoke.
Yeah. Bro, funny how you're here now, huh?
Yeah, he's calling in now, of course, right?
Yeah, why is that, I wonder?
Because he's going to give us shit for everything we ever put in the other chat, Rob. That's why.
Go for it.
Oh man, I love you, bros, man. I love you guys, man. Hey, man, I ain't gonna give Robbie too much work. I ain't gonna give the rest of you guys too much work, even though you guys deserve it. But,
well, when you say you guys, you mean Fu and Rob.
Yeah, he means me.
Let's
Rob.
get that.
No. I mean Rob. I mean Matt.
Whoa.
I mean Fu and I mean Matt. That's what I mean.
So
that's exactly what I mean. You know what I meant.
Jay, thoughts on the fight then, man?
Oh man, I did not see this happening. I thought, that the style could be rough, and I thought, I thought he was going to get Ruiz out of there in the 7th and 9th round. I've always thought AJ was a late starter, and he was a cumulative puncher that, it adds up after a while. I did think his chin was sometimes suspect, and sometimes he did get hurt, but he always came back. He always turned it on. And that's what I thought was going to happen when he first got hurt, but it did not, man. It was a great fight. Ruiz came with an awesome game plan, and I just think it was too much. It was all too much at once. It was the right opponent. I kind of feel like he kind of underestimated him. He didn't take it fully as he should have. And I feel as though one thing that happens, and I noticed this, as the bigger that you get, you have less and less time as far as training. You have less and less time actually dealing with your opponent and things that you might do that you normally do yourself. You have someone do that for your team, or you just go about not doing it at all. And I feel like that's probably what happened with this, was that he had so much other stuff going on that he just you're no longer fighting. Like, for instance, like they walked out, it was like a WWE entrance. Like, this wasn't like a normal, go-to match. Like, it took, 5-7 minutes before the fight could start after they had been sitting in the ring forever. So I just felt like it was just a lot of pressure, and it just was bad timing. I feel as though AJ can bounce back. I feel like he still can be a champion one day, but I don't see him being Ruiz. Definitely don't see him being Wilder. I don't see him being Theory, but if someone else ends up with one of those belts, he's able to beat those guys. But we'll see where he goes with this, man. We'll see. He'll be back though, but I don't.
I want to ask you, Jay. Do you think there's any potential he retires? You just think he just says like, "I'm out of this"? Like,
he could possibly, but at the same point in time, he was getting like $20 million or a fight over there in the UK. Like, he was getting a ridiculous amount. He still can get that. Like, it's not, especially the rematch. My only thing with this is, remember this, like, my only thing with this is, do you feel as though that, like, it might be something possible where it might be something, afterwards where they say, oh, Ruiz was taking some kind of synthetic, something like he wasn't supposed to be taking or something like that. Like, they find out,
Let's hope not.
You guys feel like that could be a possibility later on?
I don't think so. I hope not.
Mm-hmm.
I also feel like when you had what happened with Big Bay Miller, they probably expedited all of the testing for AJ Ruiz.
Mm-hmm.
I would assume they would do that.
I'm going to Google what's in a Snickers bar. Mm. 1 second. But yeah, Jay, just so you know, he's told Sky Sports he's gonna do the immediate rematch. It'll be later in the year, he thinks. So he's looking to come.
That'll be a big one. It's supposed to be done. Is Wembley gonna be more the stadium? You think more than likely?
It will be Cardiff, I think. If they do it in the UK, it'll be in Cardiff because of the time of year, just with the closed roof.
Yeah, it's in November, December, so probably not.
Be cold. Yeah, you need a warm place. So let's say PBC, and then you go to the stuff of the middle.
Maybe it'll be in Mexico.
That'd be nice, but how the hell would you do that? Like, that's gonna be way too much of a home field advantage. Like, AJ needs everyone there. He needs everyone. Like, he needs as much support as possible. Like, he needs as much support as possible in that kind of rematch. Because Ruiz, like, the confidence is gone. Like, once your confidence is shattered, once you take an L, you can bounce back and win, but your confidence is never. You don't have the same. I don't know if you guys feel that way, but I feel that way. Like, I feel like your swagger is never the same after you lose the fight. Like, I feel as though you'll win again, but you won't have that same kind of confidence that you had before.
It's possible. Thoughts on PBC?
How many times?
Thoughts on PBC having all the heavyweight titles?
What are you saying? Oh man, that is dope. That is really dope. Like, I'm a Wilder guy myself, so I'm like, damn, why do Wilder have to sign all these rematches? Like,
yeah, you can fight Andy next, man. What happened?
Yeah, just go ahead.
Well, this is it. The big clamor, the worry that he was gonna it was gonna be Joshua say he won, was gonna put it out there. Come on, Wilder, let's do it. The fans want it, this, that, and the other. And he came out with I'm gonna rematch Ortiz before, during fight week. And now the Fury one. If he'd have just waited till the end of the fight, maybe I'll fancy knocking Andy Ruiz clean out in one punch.
I didn't see this, but they just a replay. Andy Ruiz was doing the DMX, not the DMX, the fucking
DX.
Yeah, the DX crotch chop or whatever. Hilarious.
Oh, Generation X?
Yeah, Generation X. Thank you. He was doing that after he won.
I'm just not used to seeing such an undignified champion.
They also showed that when AJ was on one knee, he just like looked like he spit his mouth guard out and like almost just kind of quit.
Fu thinks that like AJ's done with his entire career now.
No, man, you got to have more heart than that.
That's a veteran move, man. It prolongs the amount of time because the ref has to go get your mouthpiece. That's what that was.
But it's a vet move. But the second time you do it, like that's when it looks bad, and he did it twice.
Sure.
Just bask in the glory, Jay. Congratulations.
The victory lap.
Congratulations on your victory.
I'm taking this victory lap.
Anything else, Jay?
Nah, man. Good hearing from you guys, man.
Good hearing from you too, man. Take care of yourself, brother. Let's go to the 313. Who is this? Where are you calling from? 313. 313. Did you mute yourself? Okay, moving on. I know who this number is. And it looks like we got like the whole West Coast crew calling in. I wish I had the intro, even though it's on Name Redacted Show, because it is a great intro. Info fucking Joe.
Yo.
Oh,
hello. Hey, what's up, fam?
What up, Joe?
Man. All I gotta say is wow, damn. Hey, man, viva la Mexico, man. Shout out to Ruiz, man, the first heavyweight Mexican champ, man. Hey, man. We missed out on the riches, man. We missed out on the bag. If we would have bet, man, this has to be. You know what? It feels like the J-Rock Hurd fight in a way. Like it's got to be the biggest upset, man. 2 biggest upsets of the year, man. Yeah. And I hate that him and Wilder, by prolonging their fight, they missed out on the big bag as well, man. This has shifted the planet right now, man. I'm in awe right now. I'm kind of stuck on words, man. I don't know, brother. What y'all feel, man?
Well, first question is for you. Like, what do you think about a rematch? So rematch probably in November, October. Do you think AJ can make the adjustments?
Yes, he's going to have to rematch him, man. And it has to be into this year sometime. But you know what I feel about AJ? I always thought, man, he was too muscular, man. I know the more muscles you have, the more oxygen that it takes, as the rounds go on. And I don't think this dude does any running, man. For him to be fatigued like he was, I think it's more so, of course, it was the punches, but I think it was more of him being fatigued, being just so big that he doesn't, the oxygen that it takes for him to mechanically move his arms and punch, man, he's exhausted too fast. He didn't even throw a whole lot of punches and he was tired. Or the moment took over, him being his first American debut. That could possibly be it too. Mm-hmm. But Ruiz, man, shout out to him, man. I can't take no credit from him. He did a good job, man, and I just couldn't see this coming, man. I figured it would be a knockout by the 7th to 8th round.
Agreed. How big is a Wilder-Ruiz fight in L.A.?
Oh, it's major, man. It's major. It's real big. But I we'll have to see after this rematch what happens, man, because I do think that AJ possibly could come back and take his belts back. But so we'll have to wait and see. I doubt if a Ruiz Wilder fight would happen next. But that would be major if it did. If he was to beat him twice, and it happened in L.A. somewhere, man. Oh, man, or anywhere, man. The Hispanic demographics, man. They're really gonna come out for Ruiz now, And man, I was the one that doubted him, and shout out to him, man. And he just fought too. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I didn't expect him to be as fresh. Sometimes when you have training camps back to back, man, it can take a toll on somebody. You know what I'm saying? And he proved us all wrong, man. I know this has to be a big letdown for for the UK. I seen they were packed. It was a packed house in New York, and I know he has a. I know AJ probably wants to crawl into a hole, man, and pull a cover over, man. I'm in awe, man. I'm in awe, bro.
What do you think, Info Joe? What do you think? Canelo who? Canelo? Who's Canelo?
It's now Andy Ruiz, man, the #1 Mexican star.
Repeat that question again.
I said, what do you think? Canelo? Who's Canelo anymore? Who is Canelo anymore, you know?
Now it's all about Andy.
Yeah, right now it's all about Andy, man. You're right.
Canelo tweeted, "Viva Mexico."
Exactly, man. Exactly. It's all about Ruiz.
How big?
Heavyweight Mexican champ.
How big? Because obviously, you know, I know you're not Mexican, but we live in LA. We live around Mexican American population 24/7. So I think we have at least a somewhat gauge of that demographic. Joe, do you think Andy can now like catapult his stardom in sort of the Mexican American fan base, and not only boxing but just sporting culture? Yeah. Could he do like a media circuit in like Mexican TVs for like late nights, all that over there, and become a megastar in Mexico, similar to Canelo in some ways, where he's doing 10 million plus viewers on Azteca TV? Could he be that guy?
He could, man. He has just became an overnight sensation, man. He's going to be talked about, man, for the rest of this year. Whether he loses against AJ again, man, he has upset the card, man, the apple card, and I believe he can garner the Mexican population, man. But you know, easy now, man. He's going down in the history books, man. You know, he has all 4 belts. That's major, man. You know, man, he's overnight sensation, man. Become from nobody to somebody overnight, man. And we're going to hear more people. I think he's going to garner the Mexican fans, man, because this is him too as well. They have never had a heavyweight Mexican champ, so I think they're going to, you know, support him, man. Yeah, he could be the next Canelo. Actually, he could be bigger if he won again, because heavyweight trumps all the divisions to me. At one time it was the glamour of all of the divisions, the heavyweight division, and it's back, you know.
Yeah, they're about to have like a 7-day party, you know.
Cinco de Mayo all over again.
Oh man, I can see it happening, man. I can see it happening.
Hey Joe, what do you think? Do you think there's any chance that Wilder gets upset too? Is it just upset season?
Could be that year.
You know what? I think that being the heavyweight division, it can be anybody's night, to be real, man. Because, you know, anybody over 200 pounds hitting you on the chin, it can be, you know. I was worried about Wilder or AJ taking a loss the more they drew out their fight. Because in the heavyweight division, man, it can be anybody's night, man. All it takes is one punch to change the fight. And that cliche we always say, he has a puncher's chance, is so much true in the heavyweight division and in any division, you know.
Agreed. Anything else, Joe?
Oh, man, I'm going to listen back to the show, man. Thanks for having me on. And you hear more from me, brother. You guys take care.
Joe, man, I miss you, dog. We got to get together and barbecue with JP ASAP, man. We really do.
It ain't no show without Info Joe.
Especially since you and Fern missed the last one. That was a big bummer. But quickly, before we go to JP, speaking of the devil, I want to bring back just a little, throwback, Throwback Thursday, even though it's Saturday here. This was March 21st, the beginning of camp for AJ. AJ tweets out a picture with Drake saying, about to break the curse. Nope. Didn't break the curse this time, dog. Sorry.
Shit. That's for real.
The Drake curse lives on, man. That's insane. That shit's real. I believe in sports curses more than anything. Like, I'm not that superstitious anymore as like a person. Like, I'm not even that religious anymore, but fucking sports superstition, that shit's real. That's not to fuck with, okay?
They just showed like reactions from it. There was like Danny Jacobs sat next with Usyk, and just the faces is just unreal. Danny Jacobs almost looks to camera like completely gobsmacked. Usyk's like watching it like, oh my god, I am very feel.
Usyk's probably thinking that could have been me.
Yo, Usyk is definitely looking at, oh, there's all my money out the drain. I signed this big DAZN deal to get to that AJ bag. It's not happening anytime soon.
Very quick.
Whoa, real quick.
Oh, whoa.
All right.
Sorry. Andy Ruiz just tweeted at Eddie Hearn, who is next. Why is he at Eddie Hearning, who is next?
Well, it's just let him have his moment, okay? That's him trying to promote, okay?
No, I'm just wondering, is he gonna go with Hearn or what's up here?
No, not
Andy
go
Ruiz to the zone.
Well, no, because of the rematch. God, never mind. You fucking.
Who is next?
Why would he say who is next if it's a rematch, Matthew?
It's not seriously think. Never mind. I'm not going down this with Fu.
Very quick. People have now took there's Bellew, Johnny Nelson, Froch, and Nelson was kind of like saying, look, Ruiz has kind of duped everybody. He was getting criticized. He was being a fanboy to AJ. All smiles and shaking hands and and he's made everyone just. And did it make AJ take him lightly? And you know what it's like when you're in the moment. It's too late when you have that mindset. I don't know. Joshua seemed flat to me now. I don't know. It just.
Here are the excuses.
Oh, just made it look flat.
Going out to JP and Long Beach. We have some callers, Rob.
Over me. I don't care. I'm partly my show as well.
It is partly your show.
Yeah.
You want?
So he didn't look like a Lucas aide. He was flat.
I'm not drinking that anymore.
Anyways,
Long Beach.
JP Long Beach. What up?
Yo, we did it.
We did.
We did it. We did it. You know what I mean by when I say we?
Like all fat guys everywhere?
Yes. Now, is Santiago online?
He was. Yes, he's still on the line. He can hear you right now.
Okay, Matt, you know me. Rob, unfortunately, we haven't met yet. One day we will.
Of course.
I am cut from the exact same cloth, the exact same mold. You know, I was passed over in high school. In basketball, they didn't even look at me. I could ball, dude. I could run fast. You know, I could do all this shit. But unfortunately, I was 265, 5'8", in the 11th grade. And that just didn't look athletic to all the coaches. And this one tonight is for all the young husky dudes who didn't get chased by the girls. We didn't get chased by the girls, okay? When you had to go school shopping, we had to shop in the husky section at JCPenney. All right? This is for all those fucking times when it was a fucking pool party. When it was a pool party, okay? And we wore a shirt because we didn't know any better. And
this is a speech I wanted Ruiz to make.
Say it again.
I said, this is the speech I was hoping Ruiz would make.
I'm telling you, look, for the times I wore a shirt in the fucking pool, and the dudes paid more attention to me than they did to the chicks. Okay? For those times. We did it tonight. We, the short, stubby, Saturday of the fucking world, looked over, oppressed, discriminated against. We did it tonight. We fucking did it tonight. For all you tall, slim, trim, muscular looking, getting all the girls, you fuckers lost tonight. We won. Okay? We got a W tonight. We never get talked about. It's women's rights these days. Black people complaining about everything. They're trying to build a wall. But what about us stubby fat dudes who got fucking looked over all the time?
Are you saying that Andy Ruiz is the start of a civil rights movement for husky kids?
Yes.
Okay.
Hell yeah. We did it tonight, Matt. You know me. And you know how I'm built. You know my build. Okay? So we did it tonight.
You did.
And that's all I called in to say. We fucking did it tonight. All you slim, trim, cut motherfuckers. And when it was prom and when the dances was happening and shit, and it wasn't our turn. We did it tonight.
So,
Fuck
hey, are you
I'm out.
taking Ruiz over Wilder too?
No, he said he's out. He said he's out.
Oh,
Let's go to
I just wonder,
that was one of those calls you have to end it right there. That was perfect, JP. That was one of the best calls of MCR's history, by far. I guarantee you, JP, Santiago is somewhere like standing right now, clapping to the phone. I guarantee you. That's how great that speech
Captain,
was.
my captain.
Yes, definitely. Someone's on a desk right now. Let's go to 313. I think this is the person I tried to call in a second ago. 313. 313. 313.
Hello?
Yes, hello.
Yeah, how you doing? Thanks for taking my call.
Who is this?
I wanted to say, man, it was I bought the little app, the little DAZN app, and I watched it live. I wanted to say, like, yeah, like he gonna really, I think it's gonna be good for Joshua. You know, I think he can, fight his way back. But I watched the video, and I kind of knew this could happen to him because I watched the video with Joshua, and he was saying that he wasn't used to like fighting the short fighter. He said that it was more difficult for him to fight the shorter type of fighter, like the short type of fighter. And you can tell when he got in there because when he was fighting the man, the way he got dropped, it's like you're 6'6", and you're coming down into this man's punching range. Like I boxed for 7 years, and I'm 6'6" myself, and he wasn't fighting like a tall fighter. Even when he knocked Ruiz down, he came in like he went low, and then he came in with the hook, and it was like I didn't understand like why he doing that. Like so he need to really go back to the drawing board. He need to lose some of that bulk and go back to the drawing board and learn how to fight tall. You know, because I didn't understand what he was doing. Like he was walking around and he was doing like a little light jab, and he should have did like when Leonard hurt Hearns in the 7th round, or they fight 6th or 7th round, where Hearns able to box, stick and move, fight like the taller fighter, stick, move, give him lateral movement. You know what I'm saying? He just, to me, he can't. I don't know what he was doing really. Like he just looked horrible to me. Like that style to me just had him totally confused. Like I don't think that a fight with Wilder or Fury would look the same because like Wilder, he don't throw no 6-inch punches. Like he's a long puncher. He throws his punches long, and fights at a range too. But yeah, man, shout out to Ruiz, man. 'Cause like I said, the man was. I mean, to me, Joshua didn't. He didn't even like. He wasn't able to make changes. So even when he got the 4th round, or I think it was the 6th round, he got stopped. He hit Ruiz. I think it was a 1, 2, 3, I believe, and he still went down. He still went back down low with him, and I didn't understand what he was doing. But yeah, thank you for taking my call. That's all I wanted to say. It was good win for Ruiz.
Thank you for the call. We got to the 336. I should know who this is. 336. Who is this? Where are you calling from?
This is Zombie.
Zombie, what up?
What's up, man? So I kind of knew this was gonna happen because I had a bad feeling that when Joshua gave Ruiz the titles, he kind of set it up for tonight.
It was prophetic in some ways.
And then I don't know, maybe tonight was like the shades of Rothman and Lewis, but we have to see the rematch to see if Joshua can make the adjustment or not.
I agree. Anything else?
But yeah.
Do you think Joshua can?
Hey Rob, you might want to take off that shirt now.
Why?
Joshua disappointed y'all.
We're British. It's all good. He's not suddenly disowned by the country.
Look. You can look. What you should do is just flip it inside out. You still wear it, but it's inside out.
Who do you think wins the rematch?
I mean, Joshua, he can make adjustments, but I don't know. It's just not gonna be the same confidence that he's gonna have that he had tonight before losing. But
would he still be favorite going into it? Do you think?
He'll still be favorite.
Any other thoughts on the fight?
Nah, that's it. I'm not even fucking Mexican, but shit, I fuck with the Mexicans. And I'm fucking Guatemalan.
Thank you for the call.
So
shout out to Slip and Dip podcast in the chat. Good friends of the show and affiliates in a way, you know, sort of the unofficial affiliates of the show. Go check out their shows in our affiliates and friends of the show playlist on YouTube. They just did a show with like Wilder. I want to say who else? They had a big show with like Wilder, probably Monaji. I think Adam Lynch was also on that show too. Those are some big hitters. But definitely go check out their show also on our YouTube page. But guys, that's gonna be it. That's the last caller of the day. It's late. Let's get out of here. Final thoughts time.
It's late. Fuck out of here.
It's late for me. More late for you, but that's beside the point. It's morning for you now. Put that in that context. Okay, it's like what, 4 a.m.
It's 5 to 5 a.m.
Okay, so it's the morning.
We done a show last night at midnight. I've been up for work, got home, done it. You know, play the violins, the sad music.
Well, I mean, it's okay, Rob. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay, man.
But yeah, no. Shout out to Andy Ruiz, man. What a performance! Shocked the world. Going home an absolute hero. Joshua, I don't know. Was he flat? Was it just Ruiz? Was it all, you know, I don't know. But wow, it's got some rebuilding to do. Straight into that rematch at the end of the year. Seen people in the chat saying, oh, he needs to get rid of Rob McCracken and, you know, just maybe stay away from Drake. I don't know.
Definitely stay away from Drake.
But yeah, thanks everybody being in the chat, tuning in. Smash that thumbs up if you're happy Joshua lost.
If you're sad that you lost, hit the like button too, man.
Yeah, but share the show, and we'll catch you on the next one. I'm sure there'll be some interesting topics to come from tonight's results.
Oh, the Katie Taylor fight, Josh Kelly fight. There's a lot to talk about from this card alone.
Yeah, but probably a lot from just this result alone as well. From reactions from other people, blah, blah, blah. But thanks for tuning in. And UK Rob, MCR, Instagram and Twitter.
Foo. Final thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, this has happened before, right? Rockman knocked out Lennox Lewis. Lewis came back and won his belts. Maybe AJ will do the same thing. I don't know. The only disappointing thing about, I think this is ultimately good for the heavyweight division for the belts to be shook up a little bit. I don't know how everything's going to work out, but Wilder coming out and calling AJ a fraud. I'm just going to tell you guys, I know we got Wilder fans in the chat that are ecstatic, but fuck that. Wilder's resume is so garbage. He doesn't get to call another guy a fraud. That's the only thing. I was pretty excited for Ruiz, but fuck Wilder coming out and calling Joshua a fraud. That's silliness.
Who cares? They're rivals. Wait, he's supposed to be nice? He's supposed to be like, oh, I'm sorry for you, AJ. Hang in there, buddy. No, fuck that. They're not friends.
I get they're not friends. That's fine.
If you're enemies, keep that same energy. Keep that same energy in boxing. I am 100% okay with that.
I just hope Ortiz upsets Wilder, and then none of those two have the belts. And then the heavyweight division is just a straight fucking. No, because everybody's got a shot.
No, because then that's not good for the heavyweight division. It's not.
Could be.
I would heavily disagree with you saying that even Ruiz winning is good for the division. I don't agree with that. But digressing. Phil, you didn't give your social media. I cut in. I apologize.
Oh,
we started debating.
Fugatti MCR. I'll be the guy who's talking all the shit on Twitter. Not really. I'm talking shit on Twitter, but sounds good.
Yeah, look at that tweet I just sent the chat. Oh my god. There's two pictures to that. Sorry, the MCR chat, not the one-on-one.
Do I have to show the people, or can I just move on?
Show the people the two pictures.
Oh god, gosh, hold on. What is this? Because I don't. You're making this so difficult for me. So difficult, guys. See, this is what I do.
It's not worse. It's for entertainment.
Oh my God! Which one first?
Ruiz and Joshua on the floor.
They're loading right now.
Oh my God.
Lou DiBella, none of my fighters can go near Drake. Writing it into my bout agreements. #boxing.
Sorry, I clicked the wrong one. Oh, okay. I'll show the people this. This one's good.
See?
For those that are on podcast listening right now, it's a picture of Andy Ruiz knocking down AJ, and then side by side, it's a picture of Ali and Frazier, man. Oh, it's so good. Oh my God. I love boxing Twitter, man. Sometimes they're on point, and they're gonna be on fire tonight. You can find me, Matt Hunter, MCR, all platforms. Talk about upset of the year. Shout out to Andy Ruiz, upset in the apple cart. Let's see what happens with AJ in this rematch. A lot of determinations about what this heavyweight division is going to look like for the next 4 or 5 years will be made, probably based off that rematch, right, guys? Like, if AJ wins, we go back to the schedule. It's offset by a fight or two, maybe, but we go back to the schedule. AJ Wilder fight 2021, 2022, maybe. If AJ loses that rematch, God knows what happens to the heavyweight division next. A lot of shifting, planet size shifting, tectonic plates moving around, as they say, because PBC having all the belts in the heavyweight division is a topic of conversation that needs to be had, because that is probably one of the marquee divisions right now to have a monopoly over, and now they do. But digressing, find us all platforms, MCR Radio Show, MCR Podcast, Mixed Combat Radio. Those are usually the things to find us. It's all there below on the screen, which platforms go to which username. If you like, button, share the show, subscribe, patreon.com/Mixed Combat Radio. Mixed on Podcast. Drop that 5-star review on iTunes. Have a great night. Peace.
Are you off your tits? Have you been smoking something?
It's
bullshit.
Fuck that shit. Fuck boxing. Fuck boxing.
I'm Phil. I'm very Phil.
That's fucking illegal.
That's stupid. Use your common sense. You disrespect boxing, you piece of shit.
Hey, pussy, are you still there?